EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Falcon, 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Steelers 14. Falcons.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Falcon first down.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
43 is the mic.
On play action, they'll throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. But
there he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
that score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly isn't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Buying time. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 43 is the mic.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
32, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 3. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Atlanta.
They run. It's Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Falcon ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Go to the right side here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
86.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Falcons.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Steelers 38, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
I'm coming after you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. 7 yards the pick up there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Steelers 45. Falcons.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And this one's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, watch the run. 54's Mike. Check.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 11. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Falcons.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Pittsburgh, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.